Welcome to a short introduction of Hypoport SE. What you need to know about Hypoport is we are a growth-oriented company. Double-digit growth for 25 years now. The strong performance in the last 15 years. Platformization of our mortgage business in Germany, the links to real estate, and as well the insurance business. So we have 3 segments addressing different parts of 3 major industries in the German economy here. And we create platforms between the participants in these markets, bring them together in a digital way, and optimize the flow of information and transactions. And doing this for a long time gives us an outstanding role in the market as an independent provider of this infrastructure for these markets here. Our core market and our stronghold is the mortgage market in Germany. The first segment, real estate and mortgage business, with multiple entities along the value chain of home ownership and financing it via mortgage, with different entities addressing different target groups and solving problems within the market. In the perspective of the network, these companies are interlinked with each other, so they create synergies between each other by using their technical infrastructure, their interfaces to transport the clients from the beginning, so the first idea of buying or selling a home, to the end of the mortgage process, the valuation. And with streamlining this whole process with different platforms in between, we create an ecosystem where each of our daughter companies profit from each other. By doing this, we outperform the German market. Here, the German mortgage market is a good indicator how the whole residential sector looks like in Germany. Index adjusted, you see that German market was more or less flat for a long time. We saw a dip in 2022, and now we're in the phase of recovery. We, with the transaction volume going through EUROPACE, the core of this whole system and our mortgage platform, you see how well we performed over the last year, in this case 10 years, in taking market share and bringing more and more parts of residential mortgage market to our infrastructure, to our ecosystem. We address all areas of the market. So we came from the mortgage broker market, where we were already strong roughly 10 years ago, and keep still increasing our market share there. Regional banks here in Germany, so the saving banks industry and the cooperative banking industry, which play a big role in the German banking market and as well in the German mortgage market, are in the path of migrating their branch networks as well to EUROPACE. This together, plus a long-term growth market, is something which increases permanently the transaction volume on EUROPACE. Our revenues linked to a transaction fee. So based on the volume, we get paid. You can say 10 basis points of every successfully closed mortgage on this system and in the ecosystem goes to our P&L as a gross profit. We heavily invest over the whole period in expanding this value proposition. We integrate more and more services into our platforms. Plus, we enable more participants along the value chain to be part of the system and part of our value chain and part of our revenue growth at the end. This all said, our goal is in the next 5 to 10 years to reach a market penetration of something around 90%. So more or less the whole German mortgage market and major parts of the residential transaction market going through our systems to enable a perfect, smooth transaction for the buyer and the seller of every home here in Germany. With this in mind, this is your core investment proposition right now, and the value of Hypoport is created here in this market right now. In addition, you get 2 options. One is other financial services in the housing sector, an area where we are strong and establishing right now an ERP system and enabling financial transactions or mortgages, plus insurance transactions, a corporate finance platform for German Mittelstand, and the personal loan platform as well for the consumer needs below the mortgage needs. So these are options you get, and these are business models which are still in a growth period and need to reach a similar role in the market like we achieved it already in the mortgage market. And plus, next option, insurance business, something we are in now for 10 years, try to recreate a similar approach in a network way, style. And with these platforms, they're addressing 3 different areas of the insurance market. So the personal insurance, from home. Occasional insurances, you may know as well, where there's another participant, the employer, plus the industry insurances where you auction certain industry risks. In all of them, we created platforms and are integrating participants like we do this in the mortgage business, and are still in an early stage. So all this say, please dive deep into Hypoport, understand what we are doing. I'm your co-shareholder. I'm running this company now for more than 25 years, and I plan to do this for the next decade to keep growing this company. Thanks to you, Philip. Bye-bye.
Disclaimer. As described in the legal section on our website, seat11a.com, this publication is for informational purposes only. This means it is not intended to provide you with any investment advice. Any opinion or recommendation expressed by the companies is neither given nor supported by us and should not be considered investment advice from our side. Also, remember that any opinion or recommendation expressed is subject to change without further notice. The content is obtained from sources believed to be reliable, but we do not guarantee its accuracy, completeness, or timeliness. Seat11a.com and its employees disclaim all liability for any loss that may arise in any form from any use of the information in the video, audio, and on our website. We neither express any opinion on the future value of any security or other investment vehicle, nor recommend any investment based on the information provided. Please consider the publications and our website as a platform for companies to present themselves. You need to seek financial advice from an expert regarding the accuracy and appropriateness of the material presented or recommended by the companies in the publication. As we are just considered a publisher, we may hold and trade securities in the presenting company, whether it is a listed or private company. By consuming our content, you agree to these terms and the terms in our legal section on our website.